Hey everybody, Kim here. Welcome back to the final day of our Coach Basics training. So please ignore my workout attire that I just about to get in my workout for the day. It's one of the things that I love is that I just get to kind of work in my PJs when I want or in my workout clothes, and I don't really have to worry about driving places and being ready all the time. It just kind of works into my schedule around my kids' schedules, and that makes it really convenient for me to work my business and get my workouts in. So basically, we get to work out every day as coaches with top-notch trainers and programs, and usually we do that for free or we make money doing that. We get to improve our knowledge of health and fitness every single day. We get to try all of the brand new recipes that come out in our books and our eating guides. We get to work out in the comfort and privacy of our own home when it's convenient for us. We get to write all these things like products, programs, workout equipment, at-home gym, stuff like that. We get to write them off on our taxes as business expenses. And what could be better than that? If you like health and fitness, it's kind of an awesome deal. So anyways, I want to talk to you about once you are thinking this is for me, I really think that I want to coach, I want you to know what your next step would be. So I would send you an enrollment email and you would just kind of click coach and follow the quick couple of steps. So if there's a spot that tells you can enter in like your name, your address, your business name, that is just left blank. That's not like your Beachbody business. That's if you actually have your own business already. If you don't, you leave that blank. At the end of it, you can either pay $39.99, and that would be your coaching fee, or you can opt to get a challenge pack and have that fee waived, which is what I did and what I personally think is the way to go, because in a challenge pack, that's bundling two things. So that's your workout program and your Shakeology for a month. That gives you a savings of anywhere from $50 to like over $100. But then when you decide to do it as a coach challenge pack, then you also save that $40 fee is waived. So now you're saving upwards of like $110, $140, close to, depending on the challenge pack, up to $200 in savings. So it's super smart to do it that way. Definitely you get the most bang for your buck. And depending on the program, again, is kind of dependent on the price of the challenge pack. After you sign up as a coach, you'll get an email from your upline coach, if that's me or if another coach added you to this group. And that would be a questionnaire for you to fill out so we can get to know you a little bit better. And there would also be a 7-day quick start on there, which is kind of a guide to getting your business started off if you want to hit the ground running on the top on a fast note. We also will be setting up a getting started right call with you. We call that a GSR call within about 48 hours. And that would just be a time that I or your coach will talk to you directly about your own, any hesitations that you have, any questions that you have. I had a bunch of hesitations for my coach. So we kind of talked about how my faith would play into this. And I had the hesitation that I was already thin. And so I didn't really know without having a transformation if I could build a successful business, which you absolutely can. I think I'm proof of that. So really just toning and being an example. You don't have to have a huge weight loss story to be a great coach, and just kind of stuff like that. I didn't want to sell, so I talked to her about that, and she really talked to me how that's good. The company's more based about sharing, not selling. So we kind of talk about those things. We talked about my goals, my financial goals, my fitness goals, and she was there to kind of help me figure out how I could meet those in the time that I wanted to. And I really wanted to generate a good deal of income fast for my family, so she gave me the tools, the information that I needed to do that. And I would also be doing the same for you. Kind of all based around you. We'll talk about your fears, your hesitations, all of that stuff. So it's kind of for me to get to know you better. I would then plug you into our Facebook page. It's a group page, and our team is called Fit with Faith. And that's where we kind of connect as coaches. We get to kind of talk to each other, support each other, answer each other's questions, and all that kind of good stuff like that. And we get to connect with each other, kind of friend request the other coaches, and that way you get to see what other people are posting. You get ideas for what you could post. And we really are like one big family. It's awesome. These girls have all become some of my best friends in just 5-6 short months. And these girls send me, actually the tank top I'm wearing right now, it says, if you can see it, if I reach it up, dancing is my cardio. I just got that from one of our coaches, Gina, just a surprise in the mail the other day. She's not even my coach or anything like that. Kind of get lots of prizes, recognition, rewards, all kind of good stuff. So these girls really will become great friends with you and part of an awesome and really supportive team. So you are definitely would be joining a great team. Then on top of that, I would plug you into a challenge group. So if you're like me, I had never done a challenge group before. So I kind of wanted to get into a group and start using the program, the Shake, getting some results so I could share with people. But I wanted and needed to make money day one. So I was kind of trying to invite some people to do it with me from the get-go, where some people just want to jump in and start their own transformation and not really worry about coaching, just kind of be a discount coach. And then later, after they have some results, then see if they can get some people going. And you can pick your own path with this. You have the freedom to choose your own pace and obviously your own goals and what's going to work best with you in your life and what kind of time you have to give to it and all that kind of good stuff. So it's totally easy to be tailored to your personal tastes and desires. So if you want to do a challenge group, I would add you into that. It's a great place to start because then you'll see the value in a challenge group if you haven't done one before. It would allow you to kind of check in with each other daily, get that accountability, daily motivation. You'll see how a challenge group works. And so I do that. Like I'd be running the group, you'd be in it as a challenger. And then we would do it where we'd pair up on the next challenge group and you would kind of it's almost like an apprenticeship where I would give you the things that you post for a week and you would get to post them as a coach and get familiar with talking to other people in the group and just encouraging them and motivating them and develop your own coaching voice with me right there with you to watch over you and guide you and give you any helpful information. And then you would go and do that on your own with the tools that I've given you. So it's kind of like I do, we do, you do philosophy, and that works really well. That's kind of the mentality that we have on our team. So there's one-on-one training, personalized training, me and you. Then I also have a Coach Basics training that I would plug you into. It's a 30-day program. There's daily posts in that group that you would follow along with, a short video or a little assignment that will teach you all the basics of the business, get your business, your back office set up correctly, get your financial stuff in order so that your your weekly commissions are directly deposited into your account, all kinds of stuff like that, getting your websites up and running. And also remember, if you don't want to do any of these things, if you just want to sign up as a coach just to get that discount locked in day one and you have no intention of making money anytime soon, that is totally fine. I have several discount coaches who have never even thought about the business opportunity yet. So you don't have to do that. It's just kind of wise even to start day one as a coach, even if you're just kind of going to wait and see how it goes. But these I'm talking to right now, I'm talking to the people who want to jump in and make money, who are really interested and need that coaching business opportunity. So basically, when you sign up as a coach, you get free 4 websites. I shouldn't say free because you get 4 websites from Beachbody. You get your Team Beachbody page that you'll log into, and there's like a back office. There's news and training. There's all kinds of tips and videos and some personal development stuff. It shows you your personal volume every month, your team's volume, your sales, your commissions, your benchmarks, things that you're kind of like next goals to help keep you rising, and all kinds of good stuff. If you're hitting Success Club or not, which is kind of the way we gauge whether or not you're building a successful business every month. So all that kind of good stuff will be in your back office. And then you also are going to get a Beachbody Coach website that people could come right to that site directly and order through you. It's all set up for you. You'll just kind of customize it, maybe throw up a picture or a little bio about yourself, but that's all set to go. You'll also have a Shakeology website, kind of recipes, tips, telling people what Shakeology is, the different options and testers, samplers, the bags, the different flavor choices and all that stuff. And then you also have a myultimatereset.com site, and that's a 21-day cleanse that we do. It's an incredible program. So you'll have those 4 websites to hit the ground running with. Beachbody takes care of all of that for you for the cost of like $14.99 a month. So you've got about $15 in business fees every month. And that's the only thing that we have as coaches that we have to pay any cost for, aside from our own products, whatever it is that you choose to buy as you need it. So what I love about this company is I actually tried Mary Kay right after I had my son. I was in a place of desperation where we needed to change our finances, but I had my hands tied. I had to be at home. We didn't have my mom, my mother-in-law are not alive, so we really didn't have anybody that could help us watching our son, and we couldn't afford childcare. I tried going back to teach yoga, and it just wasn't working. For the $30 I made every class, it was, my husband and I were ships passing in the wind. I was late because he got out of work late a lot, and, I was nursing, and it just wasn't working, me being away, even for that short amount of time. It was super difficult. It didn't seem to be worth the stress, and I wasn't making much. So I did try Mary Kay, and nothing to knock the company, but what I didn't love is it required a whole lot of my time and a lot of my money. I had to pay for a babysitter sometimes so that I could host these parties for people who wouldn't show up. I had to pay for my own inventory. It actually cost me $1,900 to get started with Mary Kay, if you can believe that. I put it on a credit card. They kind of told me, I needed all this stuff to be able to really be successful, and I wanted to be successful, so I did that, and I made the investment. But I had to hold parties. I had to worry about shipping, and things would get shipped to me, and then I'd have to get them to them. So I was using gas and money and time, and it just was so much work contacting people and getting parties together and organizing things with everyone's schedules. And it's just nothing that I ever really wanted. to be a part of. Again, to be honest, and what I love about Beachbody, I don't have to hold parties. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to have gas money. I get like everything happens from the comfort of my own home when it fits into my schedule. And if I don't want to work for a day or two, I don't have to. If I don't want to work for a whole month, I don't have to. So it's basically you run your own pace. You don't have to worry about shipping. Beachbody is such a huge company, that we don't have to worry about any of those things. They've got it all set up for you. You're just sharing with people and they purchase, and it happens to purchase through you, and Beachbody pays you directly for that. So you don't really have a lot of time or anything that you really have to worry about putting in outside of just building relationships and talking with people. So that has worked much better for me. And I can work for months. I just worked an hour a day to build that income up to about $800 a month. So, and now just recently I've been more at like 2 hours a day. So for me, it was really awesome because I get recognized. I get prizes in the mail from people I'm not even great friends with, or people that aren't even my coaches. My coach sends me, and I got a free personal development book when I signed up. I've got a great bracelet when I hit Emerald, and I get sweet, sweet notes and cards all the time. I get so much praise from my challengers. They just always are thanking me for reaching out to them and for what I've done to help them get into better health. And it's just an incredible feeling to know that you had any part in that. So I get so much fulfillment, personal fulfillment and satisfaction from that. And I also have, been able to double and more than double my income every single month I've been in the business. I got to go to Summit in Nashville for our annual conference. I had a blast. It was one of the first times I met my son or left my son. So it took a lot of personal growth, which I'm very grateful to Beachbody for. It was a much needed thing. It was difficult, but it was really worth it. I had a great time with my friends, formed strong friendships, and the hotel was paid for, and I got to go to Summit nearly free from the company. And it's just so cool. I've been able to be more consistent with my workouts. I could not figure out how to be consistent as a stay-at-home mom with my husband gone all the time. And I just I could never get to the gym, and it was such a hassle, and again, wasting time and gas. So for me, this has allowed me to be more consistent. It's been a solution to my problem. As a mom, I'm super busy, so the convenience of the Shakeology allows me to I have a much better handle on my nutrition without spending tons of time. And with my husband and my son, they both have a blood disorder, and being on Shakeology, knowing that I can give that to them every day makes me feel so good. They share it with me. My son always wants some of my shake when I'm having it. He loves it. He should be a little spokesperson for it. He's like, Mommy shake, Mommy shake. And it's just so good because it's got all kinds of stuff in it that I could never get him to eat. I mean, drinking Shakeology, just one serving is like the equivalent of 7 different kinds of lettuce and like 5 onions. I mean, there's just no way I could get my son to eat that kind of stuff, my picky little toddler. So it's awesome as a mom. It's a great tool to have in your arsenal for your kids, for your husband, if you have a picky eater, to know that they're getting healthier because of that, and in some ways because of you. So, I'm more confident now than I was when I started Insanity. I was, just kind of feeling flabby from having a baby. I was thin, but I wasn't toned. And within 2 weeks, I felt stronger than ever. My husband and I started to reconnect in different ways. Our whole relationship changed. I had more confidence. I started to dream again and set goals. And, the ability to buy things for myself and my family of my own money has been really life-changing for me. So this coaching opportunity has done so much for me. It could do so much for you. I'm so passionate about it. I thank you so much for being here over the last few days. If you have any questions for me that are still lingering, please let me know. And if you're ready to jump in and do it, I say do it, because I'll tell you that you're kind of never going to know for certain unless you jump in and do something. Like I said, I had a ton of hesitations. I'm a yoga instructor. I love working. I love running, but I didn't want to have to do an at-home workout every day the rest of my life if I didn't want to. And you don't have to. If you are a dancer, if you are a skier, if you are surfing, you don't have to give up those things. That just enhances it. The fact that you're already a healthy and active individual. And if you've never been in a challenge group before like me, that doesn't matter either. If you don't have a transformation, if you're not at your goal weight, if you don't know anything about health and fitness, you'll learn, and people will want to learn from you as you go. That's so much less intimidating. So really and truly, you could let all the doubts hold you back, but if you do, you're just never going to know. And maybe you'll always wonder what if. And, my only regret is that I didn't jump in sooner, and then I hung out waiting on this for 4 months. So I just think that if you're thinking about it, if their voice has been there for a while, you should jump in and you should do it. And the awesome thing is that it's not going to cost you anything to try it for a month. You can sign up for free as a coach, get your challenge pack. And if you don't love the shake and you don't love the program and you aren't getting great results and you don't think it's for you, you get all your money back. So you don't even have anything to lose, but you have everything to gain. So I really hope you're thinking about it. Let me know if you have any questions. I thank you so much for your time, for being here. And even if maybe this isn't for you, that's okay. Definitely still stay in touch with me. I'd still love to help you out with your health and fitness goals. Or if you have anybody that you think might need this opportunity, that this sounds like right up someone's alley that you know, please put them in touch with me and let me know, and pay it forward that way. And I would so appreciate that. So have a great day. Thanks again for being here, everybody. And I will talk with you soon.